beautiful bookworms! My name is Katarina and welcome to my channel. So today is Wednesday and for that reason I have another Top 5 Wednesday for you guys. And Top 5 Wednesday was created by Lainey from Ginger Reads Lainey and now it's hosted by Sam on Thoughts on Jones. And I'll leave the link to their channels down below and also to our Goodreads group if you want to check out some other Top 5 Wednesdays and the topics for the next month, because this month it is over for Top 5 Wednesdays. So the topic for this last Wednesday is Fandoms Are No Longer In. And I interpreted this in two different ways. Like, I am no longer in this fandom because the fandom is pretty much over, you don't hear a lot about it, and not because I hate the book. And then I am not in the fandom because I lost interest in the book, or because I don't know, because it doesn't appeal to me anymore, stuff like that. So yeah, it's different interpretations, so I just want to leave a disclaimer that I don't hate all of the books that I'm going to show to you today, so please don't throw rocks at me or tomatoes or whatever, okay? So without further ado, I will start this Top 5 Wednesday. And for my number 5, I have The Chronicles of Narnia. And this is one of those that I absolutely love and that I have reread for like 4 or 5 times, and that I love all of the series, but I believe that this fandom has died throughout the years, because you used to hear a lot about it, especially when the movie came out, the movie for this book, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and the fandom proceeded, and then another movie came out, but now you don't hear a lot about the Chronicles of Narnia, and people don't really fangirl over the Chronicles of Narnia. So I still love it, and it's still a fandom for me, but I don't feel like I am still fangirling about it. Like, I love it and I recommend it to anyone that wants to start with some fantasy, some light fantasy, because this is middle grade, but it's not a recurrent fandom, like when you go to websites and you're like, I'm a Ravenclaw, yeah, that's Harry Potter, and that's ongoing like forever. And this is not the same thing. Like, you don't hear a lot about the Chronicles of Narnia, which I think it's sad, but it is true, so that's the main reason why this is on number 5. And my number 4 is the Twilight Saga. And I don't hate the Twilight Saga, I am just a little bit over it. And the thing is, I still have the books, all of them, and I will probably reread them at some point, because sometimes my inner teenager wants to please herself with some strange things. But I am a little bit over this. I got over my strange passion for Edward. I got over my thingy with the love triangle. I got over everything about this book, basically. And now I just keep it for sentimental value. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'm over it. I don't hate it. I just can't fangirl about it anymore. Just like, it's a bit over. Yeah, that's it. But I will still reread it, so yeah, I think. And in my number 3, it's The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. And please don't throw tomatoes at me, okay? Chill. And the thing is, I love The Hunger Games, and I read all 3 books, and I watched all of the movies, and I like this fandom, I really do, but I don't think it's as powerful as other fandoms I'm in, and I just love those fandoms more. And although I like these books, and I really love them for introducing me to dystopian genre, I don't know, I love talking about the Hunger Games and talking about all the things that happened and discussing it with people, but I'm just not fangirling over this anymore. I'm just not like, oh my god, Katniss and Peeta and whatever. No, it was cool. It is cool, and probably I will force my children to read it, but it's okay. Like, the movies have ended, and yeah, there is no more fandom for this. I'm sorry, it is true. Don't hit me. It is true. For my number 2, I have The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, and I know that a lot of people still talk about this and a lot of people still like this, but I like this story. I cried my eyes out. I went to see the movie. I actually forced my boyfriend to go with me to see the movie and yeah, I like the idea that it sends to the world, and I like some of the quotes. Like, I have some of the quotes like marked and stuff in this book, but it's okay, guys, it's over. Like, I understand all of the hype around this and all of John Green's books, like, believe me, I do understand, but it's completely over. You read it, you saw the movie, it's gone. You don't have to talk about it all the time. It's okay. It's not, I can't be a part of this fandom forever because I think this is a nice contemporary, but it's not, I don't want to say it's not fandom worthy because everything is fandom worthy, but it's just, it's not. I'm sorry. Please don't kill me, but it's true. I'm sorry. And my number 1 is Divergent, and I'm no longer in this fandom. In a way, it's not because I hate the book. Actually, I think that I'm the only person on book 2 that actually liked Allegiant. Yeah, and this is a time where I get unfollowed by everyone. But it is true, I actually liked the last book. I didn't like the second one, and then the last book was cool, and I liked the first one. That's obvious. If I didn't like the first one, I wouldn't read all of them. But I consider myself no longer in this fandom because I no longer think of me like in factions and stuff. I don't longer think of like watching the movies. I've watched the first one, but I don't remember a lot. Like, I remember the story, obviously. I read this, but I don't remember a lot of the movie. Like, I would have probably to watch it again. And I do want to watch the other 2, although some people told me that they actually butchered the story, but I still want to watch them. But it's not something that I go online and I'm like, yeah, I'm Insurgent or I'm Divergent or whatever. Yeah, no, it was cool. It had a cool point to it. It had a nice ending again, in my opinion. And it was a nice story, but the protagonist was not that good, and yeah, there was a lot that could have been done with this that wasn't. So I still have the books. I will keep the books. Again, it's a beginning for me in the dystopian genre, so yeah, I think it's worth keeping, but I am not in this fandom anymore. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys like this video. If you agree with my choices, please tell me. If you don't, please tell me also, because I love hearing different opinions, and talk to me about this, discuss these books with me. And yeah, so yeah, if you like this video, leave a like or subscribe. Bye!